Hi, I'm Eddie Obeng, and this is how I try to give you every single day a different tool, method, a way of getting stuff done. I call them people engagement tools, performance enhancement tools, possibility exploration tools. This one's called ProofIt because people used to say to me when, or they still do it, whenever they wanted to know about Cube and working on Cube, they'd say to me, "Oh, prove it." So I called it ProofIt. Just jump on Cube, I'll show you how it works. So when you're trying to persuade people, I'm just going to use Cube as an example, it's going to be very quick. They will say to you, prove it. And it's usually at the point where they're just about to take the plunge. So they're almost deciding to go with you. They've got to convince other people. Now they've got to make sure it's going to be true. So they say, prove it. And so what we did was we built a pet, and the pet was to collect, capture, solicit what people had as questions on Cube. Now, Cube is very specific because it's a learn, do, where. So things which you do which allow people to learn, like the pets. Do is allowing people to do workshops or run meetings or conferences. And the where is the software which just supports everything else. So there are 3 bits to it. And then we say, well, let's capture the question they've got about hard stuff. And we give them sort of starters for 10. Will the pet tools be able to replace what we normally do and use? We know they always ask that. So we know they're going to ask that. And then we ask them to put other questions in and number them. And then we know from that what data we must collect so we can answer that question for them. Soft side, it will be things like, can we get oldies to work, senior management to work in these ways? Can people really learn soft skills? They have these questions, but we know the questions, so we put most of them and ask them whether they've got any more. Do, will we go faster? Will it help us work in? Are we going to be locked into you? So we know what the questions are, but we ask them if they've got any more. Soft, can we demonstrate it's allowed us to do something which is otherwise impossible? Software, will our IT people let it through? Soft, will people be able to use it? Is it easy to point and move these things around? So that's what we do. We get them to basically brainstorm, but we give them already our FAQs so they can build on them. What does that do? It builds trust because we're highlighting the areas where we know people are not always very happy. And then it also allows an engagement. So that's ProofIt. And so if you ever ask to prove it, just give people a pet with what your structure is. Ask them about the hard stuff, the soft stuff of the elements. Tell them the questions that people normally ask, and go and make the world a better and more productive place. So I've been Eddie Obeng. That was ProofIt. This is how. There's much more on the channel, the YouTube channel, on the Spotify channel. And if you read the newsletters every week, you'll get something new as well.